it looks like I am finally finishing a project again. I've worked on this magazine unit in this living room for a while. I'm actually going to finish it now. The other side of the room is still in progress, but let's finish on the finer details for this unit. I've got my drawers down here to do, but first, my secret cupboard. Check that the shelf fits, and it fits perfectly. So let's sand this, stain it, put it in. Then where's this rain coming from? I ate some food and it stopped raining. I realized that when I put in this shelf, I'll never be able to take it out again. So I'm going to make sure that it looks nice on the inside. I have decided how I'm going to do this on the inside here. And let's get that shelf in. Like I said, once I put in a shelf, I won't be able to take it out again. And there's a couple of different ways I can make this, and I've decided. I'm hoping it's the right choice and I don't change my mind midway through, which does happen. But here we go, it's going in. This is the way it's gonna happen. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I just want to clean this up a bit more. Alright, I'm back. I just had a bit of a funky cutting job somewhere, so I did a bit more sanding. But it's going in now. There you go. I have a shelf with a bit of a dent. It's fine. Secret shelf. I'm going to cover this bit. So the idea is to put in this little structure and then this one. So when it opens, it's just a neat little internal thing. Yeah, I think that's cute. I got this fabric a year ago. It has tiny bees on it. It's super cute. And I have a specific little project I want to use this for. And I'm going to turn it into a skirt and a top. I have no idea whether this specific fabric is going to be good for it, but I'm going to try it anyways. Okay, I think I might have to let go of this skirt idea. It doesn't quite drape the way that it should be draping, and I also don't quite have enough fabric to make the top the way that I want to make it. So I think I might have to sacrifice this and start cutting this up. This is pretty cute. I have not made anything with an actual colour in forever. I just have not put the effort into doing this. So yeah, this is cute. Okay, originally I was going to turn this into a dress, then it turned into a top and a skirt, then it turned into a skirt, but to be honest, it sort of looks a bit more like a jacket. It still needs some buttons. I made the tiniest pocket ever, but at least there is some sort of a pocket. I made a collar, which I haven't done in years, and I think it's kind of cute. But there was one specific reason why I mentioned I was going to make something with this bee fabric, and that's because it is the perfect companion to these little things. It just fits this fabric so perfectly, I could not resist. So I'm partnering with Wild for this video. I'm really happy to be working with them because we share some of the same values. Wild is a brand that offers refillable deodorant, hand wash and lip balm. Their products come in these aluminium refillable cases that come in lots of different designs, and all of the refills are completely plastic free. The world is just so littered with single-use plastic, which is pretty difficult or even impossible to avoid. So it's really refreshing to see a brand that's offering a solution. They sent me a whole bunch of items, which I'm so happy to be using. First and foremost, the deodorant. I find it has a really nice consistency, really smooth, which is because of the shea butter they use. But most importantly, I don't smell despite doing a lot of physical work, and it stays fresh all day. The next day it just disappears. It doesn't turn sour like some deodorants definitely do. I chose a cedar and sandalwood smell because I want everything to smell like a forest including myself. I already added a hand and body wash to my refillable bee case next to the sink, which is so cute. And I've also been using the exfoliating soap every day, and it lathers so nicely. This is going to last me for such a long time, so I suggest you check them out. I have a discount code WILDROSY20 for 20% discount on all products. It won't last long, so check out the link in my description to discover more about Wild. Nice one. I just have to fill in these holes. And then, this is a cute little cupboard. I'm thinking of doing something. So when this shelf is on, I'm going to have this wall light up here, and the cable is going to plug in here. I'll have this cord just hanging around here. So I'm thinking of maybe making a hole in the top of the shelf here so the cable can hide in this empty space. I don't know whether that's a silly idea, but I think I should. Of visible boreholes now, and the idea is that I'm going to fill those in with dowels as I've done everywhere else. The only tricky thing is that I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to do it nicely because I was going to say sword. My sword is too big for the shelf. I guess I can try and squeeze it in. I'm not going to do it yet. I did make a nice cable hole. I'm actually quite happy with that. I think that's fine. I am finally starting these drawers. I received these drawer runners. They are so tiny. Well, that's it. I'm going to use scrap wood to make these things. So I'm just going to have a look and see what I can find. I've got some scrap ply, some scrap OSB, which I think I'll use for the bottoms, and then the sides. Let's have a look. I'm thinking I use ply for the bottom because I always use ply for the bottom of drawers. And then obviously these are the fronts, but let's get back to that. I have 3 of these pieces. I'm thinking maybe I should use those right behind these. Thing is, these drawers aren't going to be very tall because I don't have enough wood. I don't know. Is this turning into something really silly? Okay, I'm going to make 3 drawers, but every drawer is going to look like there's 3 drawers inside of it. This will be the front, and it will be like this. Unfortunately though, I don't have enough of this ply, so instead of having 3 of these pieces, this is another one with a top piece. I have this one existing of 2 pieces. So basically I'm just going to glue the front and the back piece together. I have the bottom, little side pieces, back side. Oh, nice. I'm going to glue these 2 pieces to each other, the front and the back of this drawer front. Anyways, that makes sense. I'm using these screws as spacers. Works quite well. Let's see if these drawer fronts look any good. So the one big downside to gluing this together already is that I now have to make sure that I put these drawers in like really accurately, because otherwise it might all be crooked. Oh, it's raining again. Do I continue or do I go inside? Okay, I started putting things inside and then I changed my mind. It's not raining that much, it comes and goes. So now I have part of a box, and then this is going to be the front. So, oh, I just realized something annoying. You can see this OSB through the cracks. The bottom. Oh well, that's too bad. Okay, I think now it really is raining too much. It's sunny again. Why is today so confusing? Nice. Last one. Look at these! My drawers are finally finished. There's only one very sad thing. Let me first put this in though. They're going to be raised off the ground a bit more. They're going to sit just below the shelf. I felt they would look nicer if it looked like they were individual drawers rather than one big one. But it is very much a fake big drawer. I got these drawer runners and, well, turns out I got the wrong size. I was trying to maximize the space, but I didn't quite take into account the thickness of the drawer front, so I had to buy new ones. So it's almost finished. Let's just see what it looks like with an actual magazine in it. Because look, I think this is going to be very cute. It's a little bit like a magazine shop, except I've only got one magazine for sale. Actually, hold on. I have 2 magazines for sale. Look! Welcome to Rosie's magazine shop, which has 2 magazines for sale. I have one exciting feature to show off though. I did something a little bit special with my hidden cupboards. Let me show you. This is where I'm going to hide all of my secrets in style. Ta-da! I added this nice fake leather. I wish it was a little bit more stone red as opposed to purple burgundy, but this was the best colour that I could find. Let me show you how I did it. About doing the inside here, but even just this, I think it's really cute. I'm going to add some magnets on the inside so it shuts close a bit better, but for now I think it's a cute little unexpected addition. It's sort of rainy outside, which actually isn't a bad thing because I need to do things inside and then I don't feel so bad. I'm going to do the drawers. I received the drawer runners, the correct ones, but it's a bit dark in here and I figured I should finally put up this light so I can use it. But I need to figure out the height, so I'm going to use the camera to decide because I can't look at it from a distance. So this is pretty high. I was thinking somewhere around here. What does that look like? I am just going to have to put it up regardless of how sure I am about this position, because otherwise I'll never do it. Let's try this and just hope that it looks good. I also finally got some light bulbs, so I hope these are strong enough. I might have to get stronger ones, but it's the start. And now I can put this lead through my little lead hole, which I made in a shelf up here. Okay, I just don't want all of this around here. Alright, that's not so bad. Let's hope it works. Yeah, this is cute. I don't know if it's too low, but got myself a bit of light here. That's good. I need some light. Now that I have a bit more light, let's get on with these drawers. It will be so nice to finally have this finished. Okay, let's see if I did this right and if it's ever so slightly straight in here. This is bad. What in the world is going on? Not only are these drawers in at an angle, which I can obviously fix, but they hardly come out at all. I have been fighting with this drawer for 2.5 hours now, and I have had it. It's still not working. I got it to come out more, but it's just, it just doesn't work, and I've had enough. I want nothing to do with the other two. I'm going to do something else, because this is ridiculous. Right, it's been a few days. I have to finish these drawers. I gave up because it was going horribly. I have never had these issues installing drawer runners, but I've also always used completely different types. These are not working out for me. They're also breaking. There's these little balls inside of them and they're all popping out, so that's not going very well. But I do have to install them somehow because I have to finish this unit. So I guess I just have to keep on trying. The problem is that I just can't figure out why it doesn't work. I don't know why. This side is kind of going, but this side isn't. And I don't know why. Like, I'm shaving off some of the sides. I genuinely don't know if that's actually the reason for why this isn't working. I just pulled out this entire ball thingy that was breaking, and it's just really not nice to use at all. I'm trying to decide if I should bother putting in the other ones or if I should leave them and think of a different solution. I don't know how this happened, but they're all in. I was very close to giving up. I'm I mean, they're not the best drawer runners. These first drawers are pretty screwed up because this is what it's going to be. Bad drawers. Wow, I did not have a good time. I don't think I ever want to talk about this experience ever again. Let's stick to that. It was not good. It's done! I have a space for magazines, for books, drawers, a hidden cupboard for all my secrets, on to the next project.